This is King H, the king of Manu people, the spiritual leader of Ambazonia. Welcome to the mind of King H. One of my favorite quotes is that the unexamined life is not worth living, by Socrates. That short quotation, the unexamined life is not worth living, it's a philosophical thought that makes you think deeply about your surrounding, about your life personally, about the world that you live in. Asking questions is the first step to seeking real knowledge. As a son of Ambazonia, of English Cameroon, with the issues that face us in our country, in our state, it forces us to think about what we must do to change our world, to change our state, to improve our lives. A 96-year-old woman, a grandmother, was burned to life by the military of La République du Cameroon, by the military of Paul Biya. President Paul Biya is a man who has been in power. No, he's a man who has been in the government for more than 40 years. He was the prime minister before he got the position of the president. And as a president, he's been there for over, 35 years. His 36 years is going. And he doesn't want to stop. He believes it's his birthright to continue his legacy as a president. But when you want to look into the legacy, when you actually try to seek the knowledge, the understanding of the mindset of President Paul Biya, for 35 years, what has he done? 35 years in power, what has he actually accomplished other than death? He has provided death from one generation to the next. At the age of 85, a grandfather, is the richest man in Cameroon. All he does is give birth death because he doesn't want to step out of power. The African mentality, the African mindset of what they think about is having power and stay in power till they die. Many people are on the streets, not just on the street, in the damn forest. Children are sleeping in the forest because of one man, because of the greed of one man. President Paul Biya. I ask you this question, French Cameroonians. The children of President Paul Biya are rich, but they do nothing. To the soldiers who go around killing grandmothers, children, unarmed men in the land of Ambazonia. I ask you this question. What do you benefit after killing unarmed citizens? What do you benefit? Is it a few amount of money that you're paid that warrants you to kill so many people, to destroy houses, to destroy the lives of so many English Cameroonians? Is it just because of few money? Because you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. The people that actually get rich are the ministers, the president's sons, who do nothing but exploit the country for their own selfish greed, and you aid them because you have a gun. Southern Cameroonians, we cannot continue to depend on the UN or African Union or the European Union, ECOWAS. We cannot. The fact that we are asking them for help for the past years, it's not just 1 year. The past years that we've been writing, no action has been taken. None whatsoever. When are we going to realize that we must depend on ourselves? The Ambazonian Defense Force is our only way through. You can't even depend on Nigeria because they abducted our leaders. They are in support of the government of La Republic. So we can even use that route to support ourselves. But the ADF, the Tigers, and the Vipers are our only support line, because a war has been declared on us. A war we must fight. We have no other option. Some of us are running into the bush to hide. For how long are we going to hide in the forest? For how long? Ambazonia is your country, it's your state. We must fight for it. Because if we don't, they're going to eradicate, completely destroy, obliterate us from history. Are we considered cowards? Don't we have 2 legs, 2 feet like any other human being? Don't we think for ourselves? We do. You might say no, we do, because if you can't think for yourself, how did you respond to that question in the first place? The only way for Southern Cameroon to rise is to take action. That's the only way. And we must fund our defense forces so that they do the battle for us. This is a full-blown war. Running is not an option. You have nowhere to run. You will have to face your demons head on. Bia is a demon that we must destroy. And French Cameroonians are not our friends. They are our enemies. There are enemies that want to destroy us, that want to obliterate us, that want to erase us from history. For them, it's about keeping the wealth that Southern Cameroon has. In order for them to keep the wealth, they have to kill us. But for us, it's for our freedom. We are fighting for our freedom, for our independence. Can't back down now. Can't stop. Fear may control us, but if you think about it, fear is in the mind. Fear is in the mind. If you let fear control you, nothing will be accomplished. But when you become fearless, when you realize that you are in control of your faith, of your own destiny, you can't keep your destiny in the hands of French Cameroonians, or French Cameroonian soldiers, or French Cameroonian president. We must take action. They want to kill us. We have no choice but to kill them. Because we have the right to self-defense. Only by working together as English Cameroonians, as West Cameroonians, as Ambazonians, shall we free ourselves from this tyranny that we face. This tyranny that is destroying us, that has turned the entire Southwest and Northwest into a war zone. People are running, people are refugees in other countries. Others can't even go into that country because the moment they step their leg in that country, they are arrested and probably killed. 12 of our leaders are in Nigeria. And the reason they're there is because La Republic and the president of Nigeria were working together to eradicate them, to kill them. But we're people of 8.5 million. Nothing will stop us. Because this is our time to rise. More action must be taken to defend ourselves. And the ADF, the Tigers, the Vipers are doing a great job. Defense strategies must be applied. All French Cameroonian citizens are enemies to the state of Ambazonia. Enemies. And if you don't see them as enemies, if you think of them as friends, then you will not have the courage to fight against them. People who kill children, who kill unarmed citizens. Why are they what are they fighting for? What is Biya fighting against? He's not fighting just because he wants to keep the wealth that is in Southern Cameroon for himself. For 56 years, what have we gained from these people? Questions, ideas, thoughts that we must have in order to to push ourselves so that we can face our demons. This is a war. And this is life. Life that we only have the one life. And we must fight to make sure our life survives. This is King H, the King of Manu. Till next time.